They were never meant to be in your life. They were never meant to be a permanent part of your life. In today's video, I pray that I can give you some assurance today to let you know that whoever was meant to stay in your life, these people are still there. Or the people that God wants in your life, these people are on the way to you. God is balancing the scales. Hashtag God is balancing the scales. God is balancing the scales in your life, family. When you realize people were treating you like an option, you remove yourself from that situation. You put your foot down and you left that situation. And for doing that, God is going to balance the scales. See, you were in the infancy stage of what God was doing. You were always top tier. You were always the best. You are always a success story. When people met you, you were a success story. But God hid your future. God hid all those beautiful things that He was going to do in your life because God wanted people to reveal to you who they really were and why they were in your life. He knew it. He knew who people were. You know, God knows all things. God is omniscient. And God knows the heart of man. That's what God judges, the heart, the intent of your heart, of my heart, why we do what we do. God knew that people came in your life just to gain, just to get, just to take. And you came to give, to nurture, to exhort, to edify, to build up. But some people come into your life to tear down. And they broke your walls down. They broke you down in every way that they could. But God allowed some to break you down in every area of your life because God knew He was going to build you back up. He was going to build you back better. He was going to build you back so much wiser. God was going to build you back so much stronger. So God was willing, family, to allow you to go through certain things because God knew that your story was going to change. People didn't know that your story was going to change. They judge you prematurely. They judge you too quick. They judge you for where you were. Because of where you were and some of the things that people saw you go through, the crisis that people saw you in when they met you, they judged you. They formed an opinion about you. And they said you would never amount to anything. You would never make it. You would be just like your no good mom. You would be just like your no good dad. Look at the family you were born in. Look where you live. Look how long you've been praying. Look how long you've been saying God is going to do this and God is going to do that. Let me tell you something. Let me give you some assurance. When you walk with God and you have faith, sometimes your faith will make you look foolish. Your faith will make you look silly because you have the faith for what has not happened yet. And that's the way God wanted it. And when people saw that your life didn't look like it was moving, they had no benefit for you. See, God did that for you. God revealed these people's heart for you. God wanted you to know. But sometimes you want to pull them anyway. Sometimes you try to see the best in people. And the reason why you do your best to see the best in people because you judge people by you. You know your heart. You know you mean well. And you make every excuse. You justify every single bad thing that people do to you. You can't do that. That is so unhealthy. You see the fruit. Don't wonder. You see the fruit. God said we'll know the truth that it bears by the fruit. The fruit that you see, that's exactly what you want to believe. That's what God is showing you. God is going to put it in your face. God is balancing the scales. When people see you down, you got to know they're going to see you when you come up. Look at Joseph. Look how much his brothers hated him because his father favored him. His father was a type shadow of Christ. The favor that you have upon your life, people hate you for your favor. They hate you for how God blesses you. They hate you for the hand that rests upon your life. They hate you because you're loved. People hate you for the stupidest reasons. People hate your family because you believe. People hate you because what God is doing in you. People hate you and despise you for what God is going to do in your life. They didn't understand you then, but they're getting a better understanding of you now. The scales are being balanced. When people treat you like an option, you make a decision to walk away. You are not an option. You are a priority and you're top tier. And you have to stand on that. You have to hold people accountable for putting you in the category that you belong. Don't let a person put you in a category where you don't belong. Don't dumb it down to people. Don't lower yourself just to have a person around, because at the end of the day, when you dumb it down, when you conform to the person that people want you to be, they're going to extract whatever they can extract from you. And then they're going to leave. This is what hurts you the most. You have to learn when to walk away. You have to learn when to stop. You have to learn when to walk, when to run. You have to learn when to turn your back. You have to learn when to be quiet. You got to learn when to speak. You got to learn when not to speak up. You have to learn when to hold your peace. And you're going to learn these things as you stay in prayer with God. God has led you here. And the reason why God has led you here, because you're in this situation. You're trying to find the answers that you seek. You are going to find the answers that you seek. God said, I am balancing the scales. They weren't fair, but God said, I'm going to be just in my judgment. When God execute his judgment, he's going to be just because he is the righteous judge. He is. God will vindicate you. Those of you who need vindication, God will give you vindication. He's going to do it in his time. Everything is in God's divine timing. People saw you when you were in the beginning of your life. It's just a sad thing when people see you in the beginning, when they see you struggle, when they see you in that gestation period, when people see you in that infancy stage of your life, they believe that's where you're going to stay. And when people can't see you no further than where you are, they're going to leave you. They're going to take from you what they can take, and then they're going to walk away. But God, I want you to hashtag that. But God is making all things new. And your enemies are going to live. Your adversaries, your mockers, and every scoffer that you have, every witch that tried to curse you, every warlock that tried to hex and jinx your life, they will live and behold the blessing of God upon your life. You can't be cursed. You can't be. You can't be utterly destroyed. God will never let that happen. Whatever hell is wanting to happen to you, they'll never see it. Whatever these simple-minded, low-vibrational leeches who are sent from hell are wanting to see, they'll never see it. They'll never see your demise. They will never see you eat dirt. You know, some people want you to eat dirt. I apologize if you guys hear some loud noises in the background, a little bit of construction going back of my home. But it's the word that you hear that's going to give you life. It's the word that you hear that's going to give you hope. That's going to give you encouragement. You're not alone, family. You're not alone. You may feel lonely, but you're not alone. You may have wanted a person to stay, but God said, no, that's not the right person. If you let this person stay, they're going to mess up what I got for you. So you got to be willing to let things leave your life so something better can come. If you don't have the courage to let people walk away from you when they want to walk away from you, if it kills you to do it, do it. If it break your spirit to see somebody you love walk out your life, family, have some self-respect, have some dignity, have some pride about yourself, and trust God enough to let these people walk. Because God will let the devil leave and let your Boaz come in. He'll let Queen Esther come in. He will. He'll let a king come in. He'll let a queen come in. But you got to be able to take out the trash and leave it. You got to be able to drop the baggage. You got to be able to drop the dead weight. God said you are not taking no dead weight in this next season. God said you're not taking no baggage. God is not going to let you take dead weight. God is not going to let you take baggage. And God is not going to let people stay in your life that waste your time. God is not going to let people stay in your life that break you down to nothing, that break your spirit, that make you feel bad, that make you don't want to even get up out of your bed to put one foot in front of the other one. God said, in this season of your life, God said, you don't waste enough time. And these people have wasted enough time. God said, they're not going to waste another day of your time. I got things for you to do. I got people for you to see. I got places for you to go. You make yourself a priority. You hold people accountable for how they treat you. When people see you respect who you are, they have two things to do. They will either respect you and stay, or they will respect you and they will walk away. Let people walk away who can walk away. Whoever don't love you enough to stay, whoever doesn't support you enough, family, let these people go. Let them go. Hashtag that. Let them go. Nothing better can come if you don't let something that is not good for you leave. Let it go. God is balancing the scales of your life. God is balancing the scales in every facet of your life. You've been down for long. You've been down a long time. You've been downtrodden in your spirit. And it's time for the joy of the Lord to be your strength. Lean and depend on God, not people. God gives us people to assist us on our journey. But whatever you do, don't put all your trust in people. Don't put all your trust in man, because man will deceive you. Thank you for tuning in our broadcast today of You Are Enough. This is Prophetess Nikki. Jump over to my Instagram and give me your support over there at Nikki G. McCray. Watch these videos. Do me a huge favor. Hit the like button on all of our videos. Go back and revisit those pre-recorded videos and those pre-recorded lives, because it helps me reach more people who have never seen our messages, family. Do it as a playlist. Your priority. Act like it. The scales are being balanced. Vindication is coming. Thank you for tuning in. God bless all of you. Bye-bye.